Well, I feel bad for my cat. I feel terrible. And I finally see my cat actually drinking water. Fresh water. Even though it's got soot at the bottom, but it's fresh. It's fresh rainwater. So I'm happy she's drinking it. I've been trying to get her to drink in the car. She won't do it. I also gave her some medication today. And yesterday. She's been on drugs for 2 days now. Very, very little though. I had to give her some medication. Her ear is terrible. It's bad. This is the Q-tip. Alright, after I already got all the pus out yesterday, it was bad. It was draining. I could have filled this cap right here. Listen, you see this cap? I could have filled this cap full of pus. And that's how much was in her ear, just in her earlobe. In that little spot. Mentora, she probably went under the car because I knew it. She isn't happy with me. She's in a lot of pain, even though I gave her medication. I just gave it to her, though, about 15 minutes ago. So she's probably just now feeling it. And her ear, I gotta get it cleaned out really, really good. That was the hardest part, is I felt terrible last week doing it, cleaning her ear out. I didn't give her any medication. I didn't want to give her any medication because she hasn't had any in over a month. I'm not trying to give my cat dope, you know what I'm saying? It's not cool. So now she's shaking. She's scared, fucking frightened. But it's because her ears, she's cold. I got her face wet. And her ear was burning like a bitch. And I have to let it burn. I'm trying to let it dry before I put this stuff in. Triple antibiotic ointment. If you look at her ear though, I got it clean for the most part. I feel terrible pouring the stuff in her ear. I don't even want to get it in her earlobe, but it's so infected and so gooky that the hydrogen peroxide isn't going to hurt her eardrum to the point where, like, she's going to go deaf or anything, you know? So, it's okay. I'd rather it be cleaned out and burn and then dry up. I got to let it dry, the air dry, before I cover it. And that's why she's miserable, because it's not covered and it's open. It's an open wound, open sore. And I'm about to be pouring more in it in a second. I want it to... Basically, it's been festering, you know, and it's been caked and hard. So now that I got it all loose, it's stinging like a bitch for her. And once it starts drying up, I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna sting it a couple of times to kill all that bacteria, get it loosen it up. You gotta let it loosen up. I already squeezed it out. I've been moving her ear around, you know, like with it in there. I watched it turn. Listen, this foam, it turned foamy, and then the foam went from white to yellow to brown to like shit reddish brown. That tells you how bad her ear is. And then if you look, see, that's basically what's all in her ear. Pus, earwax, and scab. Dead skin cells. So, and the dead skin cells and the pus is keeping it from healing. So in order to get all that out, hydrogen peroxide will break it all up. That foam, it will eat at it, it will loosen it all up, and that's what I'm waiting for. I already got most of it out. Like, it was bad. I irrigated the shit out of it, and now she's pissed off and miserable, and about to go make her more miserable.